Yo, you see that bike right there? That is today's Bike of the Day feature. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Crazy Al Kane, sugarcane.com, CACTV, Bike of the Day. That's right, we got another fresh bike build for y'all to check out. And this one is sent in by Marshal Racing. It's called ThePunisher V2, and it looks bananas. I saw it posted on Instagram, and I had to get this one featured on Bike of the Day. So they sent me all the information and details, and now here we are. Before we get into the bike, let's talk about Marshal Racing. They're a brand specializing in BMX racing competition. The brand is originally from France, but now they moved to the US. They made the move to the US this year, and now they're based in Nevada. They also created the Legion brand, which is their parts line. So in light of them making the big move to the US, they made a model that's dedicated to the USA, the country which gave birth to BMX and which they cherish. They wanted to pay tribute to the US with this new model. So now that we know about the inspiration for this build, let's talk about those parts, son! Yeah! Once again, this is a Marshal ThePunisher V2 USA Special Edition frame. The bike is laced with all kind of Marshal parts, like their carbon black diamond fork, carbon white edition Marshal rims. They got a Legion Abrams M1A2 stem. The clamp is 31.8 millimeters, and the length of the stem is 53 millimeters. It's got Legion handlebars, which is 7.5 ounces. Clamp is a 31.8. It's got a 3-degree back sweep. They also have a Legion press fit bottom bracket, which features high-end ceramic bearings. It's got a Behringer crankset. Pedals are HT USA edition. It's got a USA edition Tioga seat. Hope disc brakes. It's got the Michelin BMX tires on it. That's right, Michelin, the car tire maker, is actually making BMX tires, if you didn't know. Shout out to Michelin. It also has an inside seat post clamp. This frame also has a derailleur on it, and the cool thing is that you can still make adjustments on where you want to place your back wheel. Alright, so let's talk about the looks on this bike, because the first thing that you see whenever you see a bike is the look of the bike, and the look of this bike right here is straight up eye-catching. I'm loving the white colorway with the blue and gray highlights. You have the first 3 letters in the Marshall's branding, and it has the blue with the stars that represent USA Star Spangled. You also have the gradient gray on the remaining letters, which give it a nice contrast. I love carbon rims just because the canvas is bigger, so you can really see the rim. And the cool part about these rims is that you have the Marshall branding on the rim in blue, which match the frame, of course. For me personally, it really adds to the flavor of the bike. I like flashy bikes. I like when people put the branding on the bike so you know what bike it is. I don't like when people take the stickers off of bikes and you don't know what brand these guys are riding. This right here, you know all day this is a Marshall. You also have the offset colorway of the chain, the sprocket, and the cranks. They're all done in the polished colorway, which matches the Shao and Marshall, that gradient gray that you got going on. It all feng shuis with each other, which is really dope. And then we also have the Michelin tires, which are in black, which match the seat, and also the stem, the headset, and the handlebars. There's also that blue, white, and yellow branding colorway of the Michelin, so you can see that inside the tires themselves, and goes right with the theme of the color on the bike. I also like how they have the name of the model on the top tube, and they also have a little description written next to it. It adds a nice little touch to the finer details of the frame. They have a branded seat stay crossplate. It really helps you identify that this bike is a Marshall. There's internal cable routing on the frame, and this is a disc only frame, so you can see you have the wire guides on the seat stay heading down to the disc brakes. So you really got to give it up to them for the attention to detail. This bike is laid out real nice. The colors were really thought out. You got to give props to all of that. Alright, so now we went over the looks of this bike, but let's get into some of the even finer details, some of the stats on this bike. So the Punisher V2 has a special dropout rail system. It features an innovative rail system called DRS. DRS will allow you to connect various modules to the Marshall frame, such as their new chain tensioner and their new GoPro mount, which is pretty dope. If you haven't noticed already, this frame is really low profile. They have this sloping frame technology that they're using, and it has the flattest geometry on the market, lowering its center of gravity and providing greater rigidity and responsiveness. Each Marshall frame undergoes a long and thorough polishing process to remove all weld marks. The Marshall frame is sold equipped with a press fit Legion bottom bracket. The Legion bottom bracket is made of aluminum and features high-end ceramic bearings. All you need to do is install your favorite crankset. Of course, the frame is aluminum 6061 T6. They use hydroform tubes to make a durable frame and offer unmatched weightless rigidity. The Marshal frame is equipped with the stiffness rear reinforcement plate. The plate adds greater rigidity and lateral trajectory and focuses the energy generated by the wheel and pedals. It also has the internal cable routing system like I mentioned before, so it allows the passage of the brake cable inside the top tube. It looks better and protects the frame from cable friction. This is the first front to rear sliding system. It will make adjusting the tension of your chain a lot easier. Their chain tensioner will allow you to change your cogs without having to mess with the settings of your rear wheel. In addition, the chain tensioner is not attached to the rear and remain in place when removing your wheel. It also has the big seat tube technology, the new big base seat tube designed to increase the rigidity of the center of the bike. This new tube adapts perfectly to the width of the bottom bracket and gives the frame a robust and aggressive design. And last but not least, it's designed in the USA. They designed the Punisher V2 frame in their Las Vegas, Nevada offices. They have immersed themselves in the origins of American BMX to offer you strong design and the root of our sport. Since 2023, Marshal Racing is American. So that is what's up. So now you know all there is to know about the Marshal Punisher V2 frame, with the exception of geometry. But it does come in a zillion sizes. You got the Junior, the Expert XL, the Pro, Pro XL, Pro Double XL, Pro Triple XL, Pro Quadruple XL. You have a Cruiser Pro and Pro XL, and a Cruiser XL, and a Cruiser Pro Double XL. So there's a whole bunch of options for any height, size person there is to get one of these bikes. So check this out. We always put 5s across the boards for any bike that gets posted. That way you have to earn that #1 spot when you get on here. You can't just have a bike posted and the first rating gives all 10s and you wind up at the top of the list. We ain't playing that. So every bike gets a 5-star rating. So you have to come back to the website if you're watching this and give this bike a rating and make an honest vote, an honest rating, an honest critique of the bike. The link is in the description where you can go to the actual article page and give this bike a rating, because we have the Bike of the Year competition going on where we're going to award the top 3 rated bikes of the year. We're going to do a People's Choice Award, and that's for all you guys who rated the bike. So amongst all you guys, you got to come and rate all the bikes on the website. And whatever bikes get the top 3 ratings are the ones that will get the People's Choice. And then there's also going to be the Editor's Pick. It's an award that I will be giving out to the bikes that I think were my favorite 3 bikes, which might not necessarily be your favorite 3, but it'll be my favorite 3 bikes. So we have those 2 different criteria. If you have a bike that you want to submit, make sure you come back to the submit page on sugarcane.com. I'll also leave that link in the description so you can submit your BMX bikes of any type, and also dirt jumpers with front suspension. No full suspension bikes, but if you have a dirt jumper, definitely submit that. And I also want to see any and every type of BMX bike. Just make sure you send me something fresh. Don't send me no trash, and don't send me no bikes inside your garage just sitting around, laying around the house. Give it some good backgrounds. Give it a good environment to be around when you send your pictures in. All the details are on the submit page, so please do that. And if you can, like and subscribe, because I'm going to be pushing out more Bike of the Day episodes on a regular, as well as all kind of other BMX related stuff and hip hop related stuff. That's how I do on this page. I don't care about no algorithm. So enough talking about bikes, enough looking at bikes, enough rating bikes. I need y'all to go out and ride your bikes. This is Crazy Al Kane, sugarcane.com, CACTV, and I'm out. Back to you, Billy.